Hello everyone and welcome to the second part of the whole harem outfit thingy set. This is part 2. There will most likely not be another part of this for the foreseeable future. And yeah, I'm not entirely happy with all of this. Like, I'm currently working on, or you see me working on the pants, which I think could have been better. So I made this on the weekend. Basically, I had some kind of idea. You will see me actually like cut out some pieces of this, like wave this a bit. And the main idea was to have like a kind of pants, shorts style clothing with added what do you call it, skirt, overskirt thing. And I had a vision, I had an idea of how it was supposed to look, what it was supposed to be like, but unfortunately I wasn't quite able to get this vision somewhere going. So this is one piece where I think I could have done better, where I think taking more time or redoing it would make it better, would make it fit more to the whole set in general. But yeah, I used basically the full body suit for only the basic slip part, made everything else by hand. And there's quite a few issues with this. For example, it you can see this at the end, at the very end, it clips with the whole other leg piece, which it shouldn't do, which is a problem. Should have put that in there, but at the weekend I was just like, I'm gonna finish this, I'm gonna make this part. And yeah, this is probably one part that I would rework. If I were to do it again, I would probably make it more of a skirt with a bit more jewelry as well, because it is relatively simple, relatively basic. Another thing is, you can see that I've originally made this as a full length pants thing, and then I thought, wait, I have the when I finished this, almost finished this, I was like, wait, I did have this leg piece which I wanted to show off, so I'm going to delete part of the leg. In the end, this is not what I had in mind. This is not what was in my sketchbook. And the issue is, the thing in my sketchbook already looks very close to something I made, so I wanted to do something different than I already had. And out came this conglomeration of different clothing styles, which actually doesn't fit the vibes. So this is something that I probably will redo, but we'll see. Not in the near future. Yeah, weight mapping, UV mapping. The whole thing was kind of simple, kind of easy. But yeah, the main interesting part is coming up right now, which is the top, which is, I think, a lot more developed, a lot fits the whole style a lot better, and feels much better in general. I made this from scratch. Basically, I didn't want to use the full body suit because I'm not completely happy with how it sits on the chest in general, so this is something I either have to redo, or I will again work more from scratch, which I also kind of want to do, because it helps me in actually getting a feel for the body, and then eventually work more on my human model, which I'm doing every now and then. But I'm not getting to any results I'm happy with right now. Yeah, this fits much more the original vibe. This is actually the thing that I had in my sketchbook. So this fits the whole vibe of the whole set much more. I do have the idea to like make, well, I had the idea to make specific shoes for this, but I didn't find the time this week to actually make this, so this is something also for the future at some point. I don't know. Other than that, I am quite happy with how this turned out. It doesn't really scale with really big breasts, which you will also see in the end of the video if you look at the render. But yeah, check it out, see how it looks, and what you think about it. I actually had yeah, and actually was giving this a bit more detail. This had like, oh, this has some specific like metal edges on the top and on the bottom, which I made similar to how the earrings, for example, are. It has the coin thingies that I also had in the other pieces present, which just makes it work more on the whole set. It has the usual blue and yellow color combination, which I kind of use very often. I guess I have to like let go of that and then find some other new color combinations that I enjoy. And it's something that I always just like to look at. So yeah, with the red gem in the middle, of course. Other than that, for on the weekend, I will actually work more on the D&D stuff on the next. So the next video on the weekend will be Dungeon Alchemist again. Just an FYI, letting you know that yeah, this is coming up. I will talk about how the whole story developed so far, what I'm going for in the video, how the campaign is developing or has started. But yeah, for now, the set again. This, yeah, remember I'm using relatively simple things that I've used before, like the socket with the gemstone, basic stuff, classic stuff that I've always kind of used. Yeah, the metal edges, just to like have something similar to the veil, for example. That's something that I just want to try to make this fit together nicely. So yeah, not really that much more to say about it. Other than that, yeah, I wanted to do a video last weekend. I only had time to make the pants because there was magic, there was family stuff going on, so I just simply didn't have all the time I wanted, and this is a hobby, not a job, so no pressure for me to actually like make this, finish this in any capacity. But yeah, also very tired right now because it's relatively late. And I'm getting up early tomorrow, yay! Not as early as usual, but still early. The last finish, the kind of skirt that I have on top is a pleated skirt as usual. It's relatively simple, but it works, so I might actually go back to my original idea for the bottom part and also make this like a series of pleated skirts that overlap each other. We'll see if I actually go back to that set relatively soon, but if I do that, I will do this relatively soonish before I go on to the next set. Yeah, copy pasting in the coins from before. I'm basically using the same coin every time because it's just simpler than reinventing the wheel each time. I should make like like a file with all the different pieces I have for jewelry and stuff. But yeah, that's it for this video. Basically just a bit more UV mapping, and I can already see the render coming up. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me ramble, and as always, stay healthy, stay safe. I will see you guys in the next one.